Hey everyone, welcome back to Play Casket with your host, Paraka the Goblin.
And Ghost, your co-host.
And this week's episode of Your Turn, we're just going to basically recap our usual, what happened on the Totally-Not-E3 season, and kind of give our thoughts about it in this last couple of weeks that have been going on. We did a couple of reaction videos and such, and you know, we're just about time to just kind of reflect on it after we've kind of molded everything over and kind of have opinions on a lot of stuff.
And today, Paraka is playing Sin and Punishment on the 64.
I am going. No, we're gonna do normal because it's gonna hurt. And that way everybody can make fun of me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm playing Sin and Punishment, and so let's go ahead and start off with you. What was one of your highlights this year?
Oh my god, there's so much to go over. I'm gonna do this out of order, so forgive me if we go over
orders.
The Capcom one is the one that really stood out to me that I really wanted to gush about.
Out of the ones we haven't reacted to, I think Capcom's definitely the one. Get out of here, bug.
He's in this room. Oh shit. No.
I think I do think Capcom was the one that we didn't react to that I think was actually pretty good.
Yeah, there's so much going on today. Or
in general, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's still stuff I'm still kind of critical of, even of stuff that isn't natural, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Get out of here, tree.
I think you can slide and
I know.
Jump and dash.
I'm still shooting stuff, though.
I have the Wii version. Yeah.
Dude, those need to get ported.
I know.
Hardcore. This needs to get ported, too.
No, buy our pass.
No!
Buy
I don't
our
like
pass.
that shit.
Buy our pass.
So, anyway, Capcom.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Monster Hunter Sunbreak, for sure I'm going to get that, so...
I'm kind of hoping that there's a complete edition so I can rebuy the whole thing again, physical, because I've been kind of going through a lot of physical games and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'll talk about that in a bit, too. But,
And Street Fighter 6 got announced.
Well, it was already announced before, but I think there was
even more of a hands-on
more fighter. Yeah, they basically covered a bunch of stuff, like how Ken looks and stuff. He went from Ken to midlife crisis to they took the kids Ryu, So I'm feeling that right there, right? So,
I don't know. I'm not so crazy about the redesign stuff. It's more realistic looking, I guess.
I don't think it looks realistic, honestly. I think a lot of people are hyper. I think a lot of people are hypercritical of the new design for Chun-Li, but it's not really that much of a change of design. People are like, oh well, she used to have. I'm like, what does she need? A fucking Jared Leto chin or what? What the hell?
I like the more anime looking look. So.
It's always been there. I think the thing is they're foregoing the blatant cell shading.
Uh-huh.
I think they're going from that to this new pseudo cell shading
Splatoon.
Weird look. So
I just don't like how it looks a lot like a Splatoon, but
nah, I think they're doing that graffiti style. They have some kind of theme style that they always have for everyone. Iteration since 4. 4 it was a I'm gonna skip this because Sakiyama Miya is my boy though. Still hurt that he's not in Smash.
Almost made it. Yeah.
Almost made it, dude. Almost.
I think he would have been.
It was Mega Man and him, honestly. Mega Man and him were the only ones that I kind of really wanted. So, other than Earthworm Jim, obviously some stupid ones, but yeah. But other than that, that's it. Anyway,
Capcom Arcade 2.
I'm not surprised that that's up. That was kind of linked anyway.
Die, friends, die.
How dare you, friends? Oof.
Dodge.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot to dodge.
Okay.
But yeah, that one was kind of leaked, so I was kind of not surprised.
It's a given. But
honestly,
cool.
I kind of they could have just added more to the other one, and then just make a physical release, so I could actually buy that and play all of them without needing to fucking be online and have stupid,
DRM and all that shit.
Yeah, DRM. Whoa, that's what I wanted to eat. That's why I went into it. Not just that, but not. Like, I don't want to be online just to compete with people's like stupid stuff.
Well, if that's the case, like, hopefully when Switch 2 comes out, can we use that same account to access it?
Right.
Or we're going to have to buy it over again. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'd rather just buy a physical and just have it again. You know?
So if they're gonna do that, then yeah, hopefully we get it again in Switch 2.
Yeah, same here. And so overall, like, I'm not too surprised. But then again, I also got Ghosts and Goblins on the arcade one for free, so like, I don't really care too much.
Woohoo!
So, like, that's it. That's all I really wanted. I was like, Ghosts and Goblins for it? Of course. That's my brand. Obviously. What do you think we call Ghosts and Goblins for? Why do you think I'm a goblin hiding in a mausoleum with a ghost?
Yes.
Everybody else just realized that and they're like, oh my god, really? Yes, really. Deal with it.
Too bad it's a ghost. It's a goblin and a ghost, not ghost and goblins. Right?
I know, I'm more important.
And then Exoprimal, new IP, looks freaking awesome.
I'm definitely gonna be reserving like how it feels and stuff like that.
It looks so stupid. I love it though. I'm getting a Lost Planet vibe. Just don't screw it up, Capcom.
They're going to.
Yeah, I know. It's Capcom.
They wake up next morning like, oh, I forgot I am Capcom. I will now make this into a racing game for no reason.
Well, cause like like Lost Planet has like just such a really fun feel to it. Like, I don't know. It's the whole like.
Ouchies.
Japan thinking, okay, this is what Americans like, right? Just over the top monster shooty.
Yes! That is exactly what we want.
So it looks freaking hilarious, but really, really fun. So I can't wait for it. I can't wait to jump on it. New IP too, so thank God it's not a sequel to I don't know, thank God it's not another sequel or another remake.
Please continue.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, like, especially like, considering remakes too, like, we were already pretty clear how we feel about the Resident Evil one.
Yep. Speaking of remakes, they also showed a lot of the...
Segue!
They also showed Resident Evil 4. Yeah, which, like, I guess, but... Do you want to play it again? What are you buying for the 5th time? How many copies do you have, anyways?
Me?
Yeah.
I have 6. Yeah, I have 6 of that. I'm not buying the remake because they're gonna port it. They're gonna be like all garbage and stuff, though. I'm gonna be saddened. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that at all.
Let's see. I have it on the Switch. I have it on the PC.
Bastard.
I have it on the Wii.
And I have it on the GameCube. I have it on the PS2. I have it on the Wii. I have it on the PS3. I have it on the Switch. And the PC.
Wii version's a superior version, I think.
Dude, that was hilarious. Like, I actually made my little brother play it on the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And when that alligator scene comes up, dude, he was waggling it so hard. It was hilarious. It was like, I understand why Waggle exists now for stupid shit like that, actually. Not even gonna lie.
And then... That's all for Capcom.
Well, yeah, no, I wanted to go back on that Street Fighter stuff.
Okay, yeah.
The more I watched it, like, remember when we did the recording for the Street Fighter thing, and I predicted that we're gonna probably see a lot more of what's his Luke?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm more right again.
Yeah,
I hate
more
being
Luke.
right.
More Luke.
I hate being right, and it almost seems like they're trying to fade out Ryu. Like, on a more casual level, like they're not trying to make him into like a monster or anything like that, or just make him just retire at the end of the end of this one. They're like slowly doing it. They know that Ryu's gonna make money for them regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But watch as like the new versions, like the arcade version and stuff like that, kind of put Ryu further and further to like the edge of the character selection screen or something like that. Because apparently that's a thing that happens too.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how popular a game is, or a character is in a video game, if you put him closer to the edge of the screens, he barely gets picked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why fighting game characters try to put everyone in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And then have your characters kind of represent themselves like there. But stuff like Smash Brothers and stuff, where they have everyone like just in all sorts of places. Yeah, they like those characters get picked less.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was kind of interesting. Ouch! Talking on bullshit right there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Okay, but anyways, right?
Yeah, anyway, I got focused. I'm getting slammed. But I do think like more of that was just have more Luke, so kind of getting expected to. He's gonna be used quite a bit in their marketing campaigns. I feel like absolutely. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay, and then Final Fantasy Showcase or Square Enix Showcase. It's all Final Fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy. Shut up. I will lose my shit the next time they ever go. Oh, Final Fantasy Showcase. It's Square
Enix.
Showcase, and then I'm sorry, it actually has Ogre Battle. I'm gonna fuck you. What the hell? I don't know what to feel about that anymore.
Let's see. Final Fantasy VII turns 25. Woohoo!
And it's still just as cringy. You would think it's a phase, Mom.
Well, I
It's
think
still
all we have.
Sephiroth.
I think all we have now is this nostalgia bait, like and
Honestly,
member
like,
berries.
I think that's all it is now. But when you think about it, though, like when you think about it, that's like nothing's more Final Fantasy than fucking 7.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is. Like you can't do anything about that.
But yeah, Seminary Grade comes to PC officially, Steam, and it's also Steam Deck supported. So
Yep.
woohoo! Who has a Steam Deck?
People who are selling a Steam Deck. Let's be honest. I don't think anybody who bought one is actually playing one. I think they're all trying to scalp it.
Well, it's hard to scalp, so I'll give Steam that.
Continue.
But let's see what else. Ever Crisis. It's basically like, was it the mobile version of Final Fantasy VII with like a remake? It's basically like 7 with the Coda Paint instead of playing the PS1 version, which I kind of like, but I still kind of wish that Square would just keep it true to itself. I have a feeling it's going to be, hey guys, you can't play the HD Final Fantasies on PlayStation and PC. Well, here's the iOS version that lets you catch up on the story.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. The iOS version of the like traditional remake of
7?
7 looks better than the like remaster one that they just did.
No, okay.
It's hilarious. I'm like, I would actually play that more than the remake.
Well,
Not
if it's
gonna lie.
coherent and done,
No. Like I'm pretty sure it's episodic.
and
I don't
then
know. I can't quote that right, actually.
we'll see, because like, what's that new stuff coming out? The other parts are like so confusing. I'll get into that quick soon, but Crisis Core Reunion, which is the remake of the PSP version, I don't think they're adding anything new to it. So yeah, if you miss out on the PSP version or you didn't get a chance to get one, you get a chance to play Crisis Core, but in HD. So it looks pretty cool, I guess. Watching my friends play.
Like I'll give it a go. I've never played Crisis Core before, so
Okay.
like I just think it's funny, even to this day, that like they said that we'll never be on a Nintendo console ever again, blah 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 blah, and here we are in this nightmare of a thing. And like it's only because they didn't want to do it on like cartridges, and the next time they return to Nintendo, it's on fucking cartridges. That is hilarious to me. That's funny.
Star
That's
Wars
humor.
until you die.
You know,
Yeah.
like that. I think is really really funny.
And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is basically Crisis Core, but in HD. For the most part, you're playing the Cloud's flashback, and you get to play Sephiroth. So, which is also confusing because none of this really makes
Dude, that
sense.
story is confusing. Have you ever played that story?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I played the PS1.
People worship the weird planet thing that Genova was. Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, it was weird.
But yeah,
The only
well,
thing weirder than that was Tens. Oh wow. Yeah, I got some life for this. Let me tell you.
but I don't know. It's just so confusing because there's.
Saki.
Is this the new part of that 7 remake? Is it?
And
It's like
it's like
before
this.
it
It's now
happened?
like the third part of the remake.
Yeah,
but like,
it's just,
I-
but it's a
this
it's a
this is like a
flashback.
deviation again, just to sell more Final Fantasy. That's what it is. Like I had a friend.
$60.
Sorry, Saber. I was right again.
There's another $60. Right.
Yep. He kept telling me, oh, well, it's going to be like full game experiences. I'm like, they're going to abuse the crap out of that. You know it. And he's like, no, it's not like Nintendo. I'm like, no, Nintendo does that too. Like, let's be real.
But they're complete games though. Like, hell, even if you start into like Breath of the Wild 2, you still really don't really need the context of Breath of the Wild 1 to play it. Like,
Well, same
that's
with
kind of what.
same with technically what's its face? Xenoblade.
Yeah, because they're their own standalone complex. The issue with like a Final Fantasy, the Rebirth and stuff like that is because, well, you missed out on the last couple sequels, and too bad. Like, Wikipedia that shit. We don't care, right?
That's basically what's this called? Kingdom Hearts in a fucking nutshell too.
Love you, Square Enix fans.
Yeah. y'all was okay with making this like shit weird. Now we got people who are like deviant artists trying to make these weirdo stories now. That's on you guys. Not on us. We wanted some coherency. Now you're like, no, you don't understand the complexity of the things, of the power and stuff.
Confusing is not complex. Confusing is not good. But anyways,
Oh, I missed.
Xbox Showcase though, this one's like freaking huge. I'm surprised they did actually really well.
I got squished. Oh, shit.
Arc is now free on Steam, and they added a bunch of new stuff. One problem is it's 100 gigs.
I heard that they were doing some weird countdown, and I completely forgot about it. I'm gonna be here for that. And they're like, people are like, "Is this the teaser for Arc 2? Maybe." I don't fucking know.
And then
Let's be real here. Who has the faith in Arc 2?
let's see what else. High on Life looks really cool. It's by the creators of Rick and Morty, so you have that same old like goofy fun humor that they do, which is really cool. I mean, it lets you explore more of the Rick and Morty, but not technically it's not Rick and Morty, but you're exploring the Rick and Morty universe. So yeah, I like it.
Interesting.
It's a first-person shooter, and the guns are all wacky and weird. So
I love first-person shooters that don't take themselves seriously. Really, those are like the best right now. Like I'm so done with like a lot of those serious shooters now.
and then Flintlock.
Get outta here.
Flintlocks look really cool, actually. I don't know. The best way I can describe it is God of War and Dark Souls. So I'm calling it God of Souls. So I'm getting that feel from it. So looks good. Can't wait to see more gameplay of it. And then Lightyear Frontier, Minecraft clone. I've been like going hard on Minecraft, and I can't wait to see what this one will reveal. Hopefully we get more gameplay, but looks good though. Minecraft is like hard as hell too, but depending on how hard you want to make it on yourself.
Yeah, I've heard there's some mods that make it even more brutal. How did I still lose that one? That is bad. That is bad, guys.
You can change the difficulty.
No. They're just gonna endure this level over and over and over again until I get it done. You cannot stop this. You cannot stop. This is what perseverance looks like in game form. I think. I don't know. I don't watch anime.
Gunfire Reborn. It's basically Borderlands, but you play as these mice. It's been on PC for a while, but I guess it's coming to Xbox and Game Pass. So I can't wait to play it. But maybe I should pick it up on Steam anyways, because I love Borderlands. So
I'm still pissed how they handled the Switch version. Forced downloads are bad. Yeah.
Nah. And then Nakara Blade Point looks really good. I'm curious to what it is because it's like this Asian action themed game. But I'm waiting to see what it is because I have a feeling it's going to be Battle Royale. And if that's the case, then I've lost all interest.
That's the thing I'm really curious about right now, because as of right now, there's a lot of multiplayer only type games, because it gives them the excuse to basically DRM it without you knowing it's DRM.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. There's Ravenlock. At least from what it looks like, a Zelda clone. I mean, I could always use more Zelda, so hopefully it does well, but it looks kind of generic, so let's see what they do with it. Because it kind of looks like an iOS game or whatever. And then, is it Wulong? It looks promising. Done by the same guys who did Ninja Gaiden and Neo, so hopefully, what is it? I'm fairly optimistic, but it looks like I have a feeling it's gonna be like Neo, basically. So, and get that good Ninja Gaiden brutality, hard as hell. If you're still hungry for more Souls games.
Yeah, I was actually half expecting a Ninja Gaiden announcement after that rumor that we were talking about a while back.
Yeah, I mean Wulong is coming, so technically it's Ninja Gaiden. We'll see. And then Starfield is like their main reveal. I don't know. Everybody is hating on it, but I kind of want to play it.
Everybody wants to play it.
I don't know. Everybody's like really pissed off at Todd Howard right now, but at the same time, I'm like,
everybody hates Todd Howard anyway.
He does tend to overpromise, so or he doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
He doesn't. That's great. Good. It's good for memes. Ow!
Don't die.
But not to.
I mean, it looks like Fallout, but you're in space.
Basically.
So, we'll see where it goes, I guess. I'm still hopefully optimistic about it. I don't think it'll be terrible, but I think due to what they did with Fallout and Fallout 76, or Fallout 4, Fallout 76, people will be super critical about what it's going to be. I still don't think everybody's gonna be super satisfied and really happy about it, but as long as it's good, I don't think it should be an issue. Because when Cyberpunk came out, everybody was super critical of it.
Oops.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it, so maybe it's just those people who are super vocal about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch much on the Xbox One. It just seems, I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm not. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We're swapping this time. This is it's
turn.
your turn.
Yeah.
This is what we've been waiting for this entire time. We just took a page out of Hollywood and never really addressed it until now. But
oh my god, I don't know how to control. Okay, I'm gonna suck at this. I don't know.
The A and X, A and Y are your movements. There you go. And then double tapping them is for your dodging. And then the R's are for your jump. So, and then trigger is just shooting. So
what kind of control is this? What the hell?
Yeah, I haven't watched too much of the Microsoft one too much, because it's just, I don't know, there wasn't anything that was really exciting. I saw some of the highlights, and even with Starfield, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of excited to see it, but at the same time, it's not something I'm one of those can it be released now type thing. I'm like, yeah, you can fucking wait. I'm not even that excited, which sucks,
Yeah.
But for the most part, honestly, for them, as far as all the reactions and stuff, I just want to look back at our reactions, our actual reveal reactions that we did, live reactions, and it's been some of our first reactions. I think we did pretty good. I think they were really fun too.
Yeah.
But
it's just been so busy today.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm a bit more disappointed in Devolver Digital.
Oh, I know.
The more I thought about it, I'm like, man, I just kind of missed out on that, And the more I thought about it and stuff, the more just I'm not saying I take back how I feel. The whole scenario and with Suda was hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, really cool.
You know, so I don't have any problem with it. But I just felt like it was supposed to announce more games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to do something really amazing. And they even have a couple. They even had a couple that were announced on like websites and stuff, like Nintendo Life and such, and they didn't even address those. Which kind of blew my mind. You know, I'm like, how did you not announce those either? Like, what? You know? But you know, lo and behold, they didn't, and that is what it is, I suppose. But I think one out of all the live reactions that we actually got to see and stuff, I think the biggest surprise was the Wholesome Direct.
Yeah.
You know, like ignoring all the weird, like, tongue-in-cheek political grandstanding, which it did have. It was actually a lot more fun to watch than most of everything else. I was actually more excited for several of the games in the Wholesome Direct than a lot of the other major directs.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, honestly, the honey... And when I watched it again, right? I actually watched our reaction to it. And somebody else pointed out, I'm like, dude, that's a honey bear. And I started looking at, like, that little bear chef. Yeah, it's a honey bear bottle. I didn't register. Like, it makes sense, but I was like, it didn't dawn on me. I'm like, oh my god, that's ridiculously stupid, and I like it, you know? And honestly, like, let's put it this way. LRG was fun because I got to see what I get to collect, right? That's really cool, right? But for the most part, they weren't announcing anything that's like new games that I would be excited to like actually play. And a Wholesome Direct literally did. I think if Nintendo announced a Direct right now, right, for this week, and it was let's say it was kind of like the one that they had with Mario Strikers. Mario Strikers would probably be the only thing I'd be hyped for.
Oh, okay.
But I would probably say the Wholesome Direct would be very comparable to what the Nintendo Direct would have been.
Okay.
Because it was just game after game after game after game after game, and not just like there's some games out there that are just like, oh yeah, it's kind of cringy, but there's other ones that are like, you know what? I'm down with this actually. Like I kind of actually legitimately want this.
Yeah.
You know? And the more I watched it, and I watched it again a little later, I'm like, you know, nothing's changed for me on that. As far as like, I watched all of our reactions, and like nothing changed for my hype for the Wholesome Direct ones. And yeah, the other ones are just like, oh, you know, as much as we had fun reacting to them, like even LRG, it announced a lot of collections and stuff, which was fine. I just wasn't really excited for many of them.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like Enslaved Exhumed was awesome, and the only reason why that one was awesome is because I didn't even know it existed in the first place.
Yeah.
So it feels like a brand new game to me. I am pumped for that, right?
Yeah. As for Wholesome Direct, like it's brand new games.
Yeah,
so.
it's brand new games all up
like
and
things,
down,
things
and
we haven't seen yet.
it's legitimately like probably the funnest one so far. So, for all of you guys in Wholesome Games, dude, bravo! Like
Yeah.
you guys literally made it better than E3 normies. Like you kicked Todd Howard's ass. Like feel some pride in that. That is impressive. So, but overall, like this not E3. It feels like an E3 because how little like everything was anyway. You know, like when E3 comes up, they're like, oh yeah, they announced this one game for this one system. It's totally a bomb. They dropped the bomb on this with Starfield, and it's not really that exciting. You know, like neat. And that's it. You know,
Almost there.
but as far as this E3, like as far as this whole Totally-Not-E3 season, the only thing that's missing right now is the Nintendo Direct. And I do feel like there might be something later this June. I think it's actually kind of at the end of June. I think it's like 30th.
Wait,
if I
did you run
remember
out
right.
of continues?
Yes, I did. I was that bad.
That's right.
So, but you know, people are saying,
I'm
"Oh, well."
curious with the controls.
They're talking about they better have something to save E3. Like Nintendo's going to announce something that an Xbox fanboy's going to like. Like what?
Oh,
No,
you can
shut
roll?
up.
What the hell?
Yeah, double tap.
Oh, okay. That would have helped a lot.
I told you that. Listen, I know you don't have ears anymore, but come on now.
Well, that
So-
would have saved me a lot of trouble.
But
I could have made it.
no, I wanted to hold you back too. If I can't pass that boss, you can't pass that boss.
But they give us gyro
So,
control. This would be a lot
What are
easier.
you hoping for as far as that like supposed Nintendo Direct?
I don't know. Like a lot of the games I really want are coming out. So, Dark Souls 2 maybe. That's like.
Oh, Port of Dark Souls 2. Yeah, maybe.
Other than that,
I
though,
could see
yeah.
that happening.
I just want reports, but other than that, like Switch has been killing it. So
Dude, like even ports of like old games, I'm getting pumped up. You
Yeah.
know, like so far, like let's put it this way: so far, the biggest excitement that I have right now out of all the announcements was that again, Enslaved Exhumed. Like, I don't know why I'm like super pumped about that.
Yeah.
It's a port. It's a classic game. It's not even like a game that's very popular, if that makes sense. Like it's just there. It's like wow. Actually, I'm kind of excited to play that. But honestly, like I hope for an F-Zero. I don't think it's happening. I really hope for one though. But you know, it just is. You know, I don't expect Nintendo to be rolling out anything really huge. Like reasonable, I could probably see them teasing Metroid Prime 4 again, and then giving a window of late 2023, and then like people just gonna go, oh, there it is, you know.
yeah,
But it's still so far out. But I could see them announcing like the actual release window, like spring 2023 for the new Zelda. And I could see them showing off a new feature of the new Xenoblade 3. And I could see them because they were announcing a bunch of stuff there too. Like they were announcing the characters and having some kind of character combat stuff during this whole week. I
Well,
could
I
see them
remember
showing
they're
off
pushing-
something like that.
they're pushing back Splatoon so we could get Xenoblade out early because Xenoblade's basically done, isn't it? Or is it Splatoon that's done?
No, I think they pushed Xenoblade out earlier,
Okay.
but I think it's because Nintendo was they were asked for an estimation before they made that direct, and they're like, yeah, it's not gonna be out until then. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna make this direct and go from there. And I'm pretty sure they kind of chimed in and were like, hey, what's going on with this? And they're like, oh, we're actually almost done now.
Yeah.
Like thinking that they weren't gonna be like, and people are worried that Nintendo pushed it. I think they kind of hit a second wind and kind of finished stuff up.
Okay.
So we'll see what goes on from that. But and then of course, Treasure, the people who made Sin and Punishment, just announced a new game is being developed that is, and I quote, highly requested by the community. They have not said anything else beyond that.
Sin and Punishment, woo!
Yeah, woo! Yeah, ports. Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
Screw it, I like my ports.
Well, dude, we
Everybody
even.
wants new IPs, but it's like, whatever.
Let's put it this way. So many new people are like, why not new ideas? I'm like, because all the new ideas are so garbage that ports actually sound hype. And there's some games that you won't get otherwise. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would want a Quest 64 eventually. Who's gonna give me that? No one. You know. But
Yeah.
I would be pumped if somebody goes, hey, guess what? You know that game that you really liked on the 64 and you don't want to pull out your old 64 for it? We put it on the Switch. Hell yeah. Take it on the go? Fuck yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
I get pumped out for that.
Physical buttons, can't beat that.
Nope. So, like, I expect an announcement of the new Fire Emblem too.
Yeah.
Like, there was a leak or whatever, but I don't trust leaking sources. But when you think about it, when you let's put it as like process elimination. The most recent game Intelligent Systems made was Paper Mario, and they're like 3 years in from the previous Fire Emblem game. So you got two in their Advance Wars is being rebooted right now. So obviously the Advance Wars is somewhere right now. So that leaves a new IP and Codename Steam, and we already know, or a new Fire Emblem, a new IP, or Codename Steam, and we already know two of those options are not going to happen. So a new Fire Emblem makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, the same thing with like the Xenoblade 3 when people were predicting Xenoblade 3. It makes sense for Xenoblade 3 to have something because it's been so long since a previous Xenoblade.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So I don't expect a huge announcements. They already announced they already got Mario Strikers out and stuff, and that was really awesome. I'm excited to play that some more. But for the most part, I don't know. I think this will probably be one of those the ones where they hype up the major releases over new games. They'll probably hype up like Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, and they'll probably like tease a Mario Odyssey 2, theoretically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from that. But is there anything else you want to talk about?
Can't wait for Nintendo Direct. Woohoo.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to have time to... Depending on when they do it, they might be able to get a live reaction out of us as well.
Okay.
So, but I would like to thank you all for sticking around for a very long Your Turn and us sucking at the same 4 levels of Sin and Punishment.
I'll get it down, I promise.
And I already had it down and I was just terrible with it. It's okay.
You got the Wii version, it's a lot more.
If you like our
anyways.
content, don't feel free to share it, and we will see you on the other side. Hey everyone, this is Paraka.
And Ghost.
I would like to say thank you for listening to our podcast.
If you like our content, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and share our video with your friends.
You can also follow and support us on other social media such as Minds and Rumble. Links in the description below.